with that.
We're here. Robbie, what's happening, bud?
What's up? Happy to be here, guys.
All right, so Alberto, there will be football talk. Not a whole lot of baseball talk. How about them Mets, huh? Absolute collapse towards the end. That's the Mets for you.
Well, you know, that's the reason why Juan Soto wanted to go to the Mets, is so that he had some extra time off during the postseason. Oh,
boom, boom. So the Mets at the beginning of the month were 4 games behind the Phils. And they were still talking about in Mets land about overtaking the Phillies, okay, for National League East. And now, how many games are they behind? Double digits. They've fallen out of the wild card race.
I think it was in the Philadelphia Daily News, isn't it? And it's like the old insurance commercial where the guy's got a fishing line,
right? And
over here it says like postseason play, and he's holding it up, and the Mets are like reaching, but they're too short, and he's like, "Oh, almost got it! Oh, almost got it!"
It is typical Mets fall apart after the All-Star break, and this time a little bit later. But was the Guardians game Space Case where they clinched with a walk-off hit by a pitch? I think it was. Did Cincy slide in?
Yeah, Cincy slid in, I think, right?
Yeah, they did slide in. Yeah. I think they actually used that exact term.
Yeah.
So, they said,
so that's it. The baseball talk is more or less over.
Hold on. If we're doing baseball talk, I got to give it up to my Yankees, who wound up tied with the Blue Jays for first in the AL East. However, because the Blue Jays own the tiebreaker, we're still the 4th seed as opposed to the 1st seed. So now, because the Rays couldn't take care of business yesterday, because the Yankees did everything they needed to do, but we needed the Blue Jays to lose, and they trounced the Rays. So we actually have to go through Boston, and we got to go through Toronto to get to the ALCS. Meanwhile, up there, you got the Tigers, you got the Guardians, you got the Mariners. I'm like, man, what easy pickings up there. You know what I'm saying, man? So, but I'm happy that my Yankees made it. We'll see what happens.
Let me say this. You should take care of business.
You should take care of
business. You should take care of it. Got yourself to buy.
They should have, but you know what? It is what it is. I have a feeling we'll be able to handle it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
With the $235 million payroll, you should be able to handle
they say
it.
That
we ain't got the highest payroll in baseball. In fact, the Mets have a higher payroll, which is hilarious.
I was just going to say that. All jokes aside, is it Los Angeles that has the highest payroll?
So maybe Judge should take some outfield practice for the postseason starts. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you what, dude, his first batting title, he's got the best batting average in the American League for the first time. I'm very pleased. I'm very happy with the Yankees because here's the thing. If you're going to slump.
Jay, nice throwback, man. Basketball.
If you're going to slump in the middle-ish of the season and then pull it back together at the end. And that's kind of a very, very important thing to do. It's a long season for baseball, right? And so
I think
all the time you see teams that are hot in the beginning, they drop off. You see teams that are hot in the first half, they drop off. You see teams that are slow going at first, and then they start putting it together. But really, all wiped clean now, bro. And now the Yankees just got to win a bunch of games.
I will say the Dodgers do not look good. They have just kind of hobbled and limped to the end of the season. They do not look good.
Well, you get hurt. You get older, and you're sort of like
everyone faces.
I mean, it goes to everyone, right? That's just how it works.
I think the Dodgers are on kind of a downturn as the postseason is getting ready to start. So
I hope so. And one more thought on baseball, I gotta say, I'm so happy that the Houston Asterix got eliminated from playoff contention.
Yes, they did for the first time.
They deserve to never be in the playoffs again. So there you go.
Wait, shouldn't heel Robbie have an Astros jersey on while we're doing the show? That's not a heel turn. He should have a Houston.
Dude, there's not a baseball team I hate more than the Astros right now, and that's crazy because usually that spot's reserved for the Red Sox. So
yeah, right. As a Yankee fan, definitely. All right, so let's talk about the elephant in the room.
I'm right here, man. That's rude. I've been trying to have diet soda.
So,
dang.
The exciting game that ended in a tie. That was a fun game to watch. But my God, neither team played any defense. That was both sides scored at will.
It's crazy, Rex.
Very end.
Best our defense has looked all season long, and we still give up 40 points. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate this tie thing too, man. I got to stay up till like 11:30 at night to like have my game end in a tie. And it was
12:30, and I was so
crazy.
Disappointed.
Dude, it was so crazy because Jordan Love.
Remember the way BYU used to play in the 80s and 90s? There was no defense. It was like 5 wide receivers, snap the ball, and just go. It was literally
couldn't stop anyone.
Brigham Young,
it was ridiculous. And even when they could, like, this is the problem with the Cowboys. Like, even when they do get on like a 3rd and long, and they're like, all right, all we got to do is make this stop, we give up the long ball. We've given up so many big time passing plays. It's ridiculous. But one thing that really bothers me, first of all, it bothers me that we got this tie thing, but whatever. I guess a tie is better than a loss. I don't know. We're 1-2-1. That doesn't look good. But aside from that,
it could be worse, right?
Yeah, it could be worse. But like, first of all, Jordan Love botching the end of that game and being so lucky that ball goes out of bounds and stops the clock so that they have 1 second left, because that was so stupid with what they were doing, right?
False start.
That was like a Nia Jax level botch.
But see, I don't think that was Nia's problem. That wasn't Nia's fault. That was a whole bunch of people's fault there.
I was going to say, I mean, I'll be the first to admit, Nia Jax is not the cleanest, safest, most technical worker that they have. So that did not really seem like her fault in that case. At least not.
Yeah, it seems like in that specific instance, what happened was Jade got legitimately busted open. They needed to wrap the match up. They went to the ending, but the ref didn't quite catch it. And then it was embarrassing. It was an embarrassing look for the WWE, man.
I was almost wondering if they had like a technical issue, because the match is being called in the back, right? By Triple H.
Yeah, what it seems like, everybody, they know what the ending is supposed to be, right? But then, I don't know, man, you could really dissect it, because like Tiff comes in a little bit late to break up the count, so Nia has to throw up. But then what's supposed to happen is Jade's pinning Nia, Tiff breaks it up, Tiff gets the pin, that protects Jade from taking the pinfall, right? Yeah. And what happened was that Tiff hit that a little bit late. Nia had to throw up, and then they're doing the count, and I guess the ref was like, well, we need to sell the finish, so I'm going to do a 2 count. There was a lot of miscommunication. I think it was more on the ref than anybody else, but it was everybody involved, right?
Yes.
But in that 100%. Situation, what do you do, man? This stuff happens, and to be honest, it's kind of fun when this kind of stuff happens, because you get to see a little bit behind the curtain when that happens, right?
So I want to address something CJ said. A tie is a dumbass thing. I disagree. The way they have it structured now, I think actually works.
Well, if you're a hockey fan, ties are just...
Well, no. It's not the
you know
tie.
What I mean?
No one hates it. No one likes a tie. It's like, who put best? It's like kissing your sister, okay? But the thing about it is the way the overtime rule was before, it was unfair. It was really, you were breaking it down to a coin flip, okay? The person who had possession first most likely won, because all they had to do was put up a field goal. Then they tried to change that a little bit. That didn't work. So I like
that intermediate change was just...
I kind of like the way they have it now. Everyone gets 1 possession, and you get a 5-minute clock. So you have to outscore the other team within 5 minutes. If you can't do it within that time, it's a tie. I like that a little bit better.
Like 10 minutes, though, right? Isn't it 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
We're moving closer to arena football, and I'm happy. Did that still go up?
I don't mind. I like the fact that they each get a possession. I thought that was a good idea.
I do too.
I don't like that at the end of the first overtime that there's not a second, like if it's tied. I don't like that. That's the thing. Otherwise, and I'm not just saying that because I wanted the Cowboys to win. I'm just saying that because, I mean, and nobody wants to see their team wind up in a tie. But my biggest problem with that game is Micah did not get a sack on Dak, and they count that crap at the end as a sack. That was a tackle. That was not a sack. And so like they're painting this picture like Micah comes in and gets the sack against Dak to stop the Cowboys from winning.
So,
that's not what happened. That was a tackle. That wasn't a sack.
What is CJ wants every NFL game to be a last man standing match? Is that what I'm supposed to get?
Well, I think what they should do is they should do kind of like what soccer does. And if it's all tied up at the end, get like 10 people together, keep throwing footballs until there's nobody left. Just throw footballs at him like it's dodgeball or something.
I was going to say, and we come back to dodgeball.
So I really don't have a problem with the format. All right.
My guess is too.
Here's the thing, CJ. With the extended season and so many injuries, I mean, look at the injuries that have gone on.
Not to mention cardio. When you have athletes this size, cardio is not their friend.
Yeah.
Right?
So you
soccer,
don't want the game
we know how well conditioned these guys are. Baseball players, by and large, are not 3 and 4 XL players, right? They're big boys, but they're not.
Well,
you know what I mean?
John Cross put it best. He goes, I'm not an athlete. I'm a baseball player.
Exactly.
Okay. Whereas football, I mean, just look at the injuries now. I mean, teams are decimated right now. Yeah. And we're week 4.
And I was going to say, we're going into week 5. And how many people are? Yeah.
So you don't want overtime to take too long. You need it to end at a certain point because you don't want to suffer more injuries than you can. And it doesn't really happen that often if you think about it. So Steelers, well unknown. We'll see.
They have to play in Ireland or something like that.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Is it Dublin or?
Yeah. So I don't have a real problem with the new overtime format for the NFL.
I don't have it. I just wish that we didn't have a tie. I like what CJ said. I think say make it a 15-minute period. But I don't know.
That's 5 more minutes.
The fifth quarter.
Yeah.
The Packers got very lucky that after that botch by Jordan Love, they had a second left and the clock stopped.
It was their game.
Very lucky.
It was their game to win for first quarter, certainly. And then the blocked extra point. Okay.
Returned for like the 2 points, man.
Yeah. So that's a 3-point shift.
I know.
Right there. And the game came down to that 3 points.
That was the whole game right there, really, if you think about it.
Yeah. So that was a big mistake on the Packers' part. They looked good at the start and they allowed the game to get away. And I got to admit, Dak looked good. He really did.
Dak did look good. Dak looked good. Turpin looked really good. I was really surprised at how well Turpin was playing.
Yeah, I think so as well. So it's just you guys have no defense. And that's going to kill you. And same problem.
I know.
Just wait how upset everybody will be when the NFL's on Netflix.
I pay for that, so I won't.
then I'll pay for Netflix.
I know. I already pay for Netflix, so I just won't cancel it. Let me see. Yeah, well, CJ, I agree with that, but I sort of don't. Because I think that medical science has come a long way. So we're seeing more of the injuries. And to be honest with you, the players have gotten bigger, faster, stronger through the years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think you can be.
Doug Flutie was 5'9". Could you imagine an NFL quarterback?
180 pounds, maybe?
Yeah. Can you imagine an NFL quarterback these days at 5'9"? You can't see over the line.
Flutie is smaller than kickers. Go watch.
Yeah.
Go watch Doug Flutie stand next to. Somebody mentioned it. Pat McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Pat brought
Agreed.
his little brother to work day
Agreed.
when they do like the commercials for whatever, property, money, whatever. Like McAfee and like 5 or 6 of these other guys. Strahan's in that commercial. Doug Flutie's in that commercial. It literally looks like Flutie and Strahan brought their little kids to work for that day. Flutie would today, and Flutie was tough. He was tough and he played a long time. I'm not questioning the guy's toughness. The guy had a gun arm for somebody that could, barely see over the steering wheel.
But these days, you're not going to find
4x4. But
they won't draft you. They see 5'9", 180. Forget
5'9". Your next job is like we used to say, the Sports Authority was your next job at 5'9".
So, but yeah, it was disappointing to see the game end in the tie, but. Especially in the East Coast, it was 12:30, I think, by the time the game ended.
Yeah, it was after midnight. But one thing for sure, I'm glad that we didn't just get run over by the Packers like everybody was talking about all weekend long. So I'm glad that didn't happen. But it's going to be a long season for the Dallas Cowboys if they hope to do anything, man. So,
CJ, I disagree with that because even if the injury occurred during a non-contact situation, the contact prior to that plays a factor. And I'll be honest with you, these guys should be working all off season on, just making sure nothing falls to the wayside.
Jay, don't wish that, man. Jay, you're AEW size. That's why everybody loves you, man.
Hey, how tall are you, Jay? Come on, man. What's going on here, man?
He's like,
Jay's like, I'm 4'1", man.
That's what I was going to say. He's not Jordan Grace size.
There's heel Robbie. I knew he was somewhere.
He's Wolverine size.
The problem is, like, Kyle is like 6'7". So, you know what I mean? Like,
so which Wolverine, Jay? I'm assuming the one that hops off the
comic accurate. I'm about 5'3".
Really?
No, he's not. His voice wouldn't be that deep at 5'3".
I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. Maybe you should try this, kind of like Michael Keaton in the Batman movie. Just like get those things where you can hang upside down. I think it's supposed to stretch you out a little bit. So
I do have an inversion table.
Maybe stretch a little bit. Is Jenna not watering him or something? Or like, what is he?
Yeah, CJ. Look. Yeah,
Triple B.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying it's a rough sport. They run faster, harder.
I love how they're like afraid to have them play through 2 overtimes possibly, but 5 years from now they'll probably have a 25-game season, man. It's all
That's
about
what I was going to say.
You have the short week if you play on Sunday and you draw the next Thursday night game.
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah, exactly.
Has it ever happened where somebody had the Monday game and had to play on Thursday?
No, I don't think so.
That I don't. Not at least they've got to have at least some algorithm in place to avoid that.
The owner would like go berserk, I would think.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't somebody play on Monday night and then they had to play on Thanksgiving a few years ago? Or am I misremembering this?
I think that happened. I think the Cowboys might have had to do that.
I was going to say somebody played on Monday night and then had to play on Thursday because I remember people were like, "That's ridiculous." Between rest time, stretch time, and travel time, there's no downtime.
Now imagine you're playing in Dublin, Ireland on Monday, and then you got to like go play on Thursday in like Cleveland or something like that. You know,
and the time zone it's already yesterday or tomorrow. I don't understand time zone, and I don't want to, quite honestly. But
so
the end result of all of this will be 25 games a season and an NFL game on every night across all the different streaming platforms and all the different network television.
It's Wednesday Night Football.
What I'm surprised at.
Wednesday Night Football brought to you by Apple TV. That's what's coming.
What I was going to say. Brought to you by Apple TV.
What I'm surprised at is Washington is 2-2. That was shocking to me.
That's almost like the law of averages. You can't be awful forever.
No, but after last season, I thought that they were going to be something.
Well, we all thought we all before the season started, Rex, me and you both said they're going to be second in the East. So
yeah, they still could be, but I just didn't think they struggled this much early on.
And I know nobody wants to hear this. I mentioned it at the brewery the other day. We did a brewery crawl, and I mentioned this. People forget when the Eagles are good, they are very good, like frighteningly good. And when they are bad, people are in the parking lot by halftime.
Yeah, but that's not true. I disagree with that, but. I will say this much.
I used to sell food in the parking lot.
Well,
I'm telling you.
That kind of business, I understand. But in essence, I wouldn't say half. But I will say this. They're just scraping by. So I'm not sure what's going on with them. I am gratified.
Marcus pointed this out. Cowboys played Sunday night and then Thursday at home.
Yeah.
So that's a short week, right?
That is.
Yeah.
Anybody playing Sunday anybody who gets the Thursday game is a short week unless you're lucky enough to have to buy the Sunday before, the week before.
Oh, yeah,
that's true. So I will say this much. I'm gratified that the Eagles seem to know how to win. Just how to force a win out of a not great game. But they have not had really good games of late.
No,
I can't believe that the Ravens lost to the Chiefs, man. That kind of bummed me out. I'll tell you that.
Wait, what's that?
That the Ravens lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah, that That was bad.
You would have
That
thought
was-
because last week the Ravens had the better Kelsey in the band, right?
It's just the Ravens did not look good.
I guess the league realized that it wasn't good for the script for the Chiefs to start 0-2, and so they needed to
NFL was raw. You know, when they booked an 0-2 start, Taylor picked up the phone and said, "No, that doesn't work for me."
I was like, "No, Nia wasn't supposed to. Nia was supposed to kick out of that pinfall. What's going on?"
So CJ, I agree with that statement that you just made. I think that defenses, the DCs have looked at the tape of Jaden Daniels, and they're starting to figure it out. But still,
You want to close that thought for a second, and we'll let Jay go to commercial, and we'll be back with Sports Center.
Let's do it.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel,
That'd be really great. Thanks.
For now, oh, no.
All right, we're
Now
back.
we are
All right,
back.
so CJ, I think, was the one that said this. I agree with what you're saying about Washington. I guess they get Jane Daniels. I mean, kind of like, who's that other quarterback for the Redskins? Griffin the third.
Robert.
Yeah, he had a great rookie season and then fell off the map. Now, he did have a major injury.
Yeah,
I was
did he
gonna
get
say, I
hurt?
think
That's what
that
I'm about
guy
to say.
got
Did he
hurt
get-
twice.
he got hurt. RG3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that guy hurt one leg.
Yeah.
Then he hurt the other
they
leg.
played him again when they shouldn't have, but whatever. All right, so Robbie, what is the movie of the night?
Oh, man, we got 3 movies tonight. That's right. We're talking about one of the greatest slasher trilogies of all time, at least in my opinion, the Slumber Party Massacre trilogy. We're talking about Slumber Party Massacre Part 2, my personal favorite, and then Slumber Party Massacre Part 3. I have so much fun with these movies. Will the panel feel the same way I do? Will they have the same enthusiasm? I'm not sure, We'll see what happens tonight on
I don't
PCP
think I
Movie
ever
Night
saw them.
as we roll on through with Horror
See
Fest.
the originals when we were
No.
kids? Oh no, the original Slumber Party Massacre.
Robert, I did. I have them on tonight, as a matter of fact.
They left.
I can also send you pics after. I am off tomorrow, so it would be Wednesday. But if you can see them right here tonight, and I have the same price.
The original
And
Slumber
Jay, I will tell you this: it might be potentially another Funhouse situation, but I don't think so. I don't think it's going to quite go in that direction. But I will tell you this: nobody's going to love Slumber Party Massacre 2 as much as me. Like, period. That's like one of my favorite movies. I put it on my top 10 list of my favorite slashers when I did top 10 slashers at Blood Splatter Chatter a couple of weeks ago.
You're talking about the original, right? Not the.
Talking about the original. Yeah, we're not talking about the new one. We're talking the original Slumber Party, part 2, which is the one, if you remember, John, the driller killer comes out of this girl's dream and he's got the guitar with the drill at the end, right? Like, oh my goodness.
I always wondered where the drill tar is, right? Where is that? Oh, Jay just said it.
Dude,
he just said it, man.
I really need somebody to hook me up with a replica of that, man. Because, like, I love that movie so much.
For someone in the chat to do, like, drill tar greater than keytar, right? Because last week we were talking about a keytar.
All right,
exactly.
Let's do shout outs. Let's see who's in the house. Kenneth Bird, what's happening? Space Case. Let's see. Easy Go Lucky. Who else? Let's see. Alberto, of course.
The little group of people I have that start horror movies, like when October gets here. Last couple of years, they kicked it off with WNUF Halloween Special. And I'll tell you right now, if you have not seen WNUF Halloween Special, it came out at least 10 years ago. But if you have not seen that, it is like a love letter to like the VHS 80s and horror movies. It's very sort of like, you could tell the people that made that movie very much were like, yeah, man, they remember like video store commercials. It's horror comedy, to be clear. I don't want anyone, if they do watch it, I don't want anyone to think they're getting like, you know, like gore galore or anything, but it's cool. It's like, I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes. It's barely like a movie, but it almost reminds me of like if Shudder existed in the 80s, this is almost like what they would have on.
Fresh in.
Ooh.
Thank you, sir.
Hot off the press.
All right, so John will do his Vanna White.
I will do my Vanna White.
Those come out this week, so a little inside. I know.
All right,
inside, Sean.
No worries. All right, so Marcus in the house. Let's see who else. CJ, of course. Let me see.
I think everybody starts their Halloween watch with something different, right?
Unknown, what's happening?
Robbie is kind of like a professional at this, so I guess it's 12 months a year for Halloween for him. But the casuals, everybody sort of starts with something different. My brother-in-law messaged me. I'm wearing my Night Stalker shirt tonight. He'll start tonight watching the Night Stalker, which is sort of, I always said Night Stalker was like gateway horror for my generation. It was scary, but not like so scary your parents would let you watch it, right?
All right, Mike Asbill, what's going on? Let's see, Becky Bate, of course. Have I forgotten anyone? Let's see. I don't think so.
Well, the original Night Stalker movie is still sort of floating around and, you know, not streaming or whatever. You have to buy it. Apparently, the second one, The Night Strangler, appeared on maybe MeTV or something.
Triple B, what's going on? Unknown, I agree. Screw the hardballs. Is that who said that? All right. So shout outs are done. All right. So the giveaway of the night is Teen Titans number 20, signed by Bernard Chang. Hashtag is, as always, Barlord, what's happening? Hashtag EXP Monday, all lowercase.
The giveaway isn't a cold slither?
It is not.
It is not.
All right. So we have two ratios, cold slither.
You want me to, you
Uh,
want to do those now? I'll put them up there.
no, we'll get to them.
Okay.
All right. So
Which ones are
there
there?
are no Dunaway books coming out this week, unfortunately. So I do have the ones from last week if anyone missed them, and if there's time at the end, we'll go through those. So
yeah, what was it? Last week was the Umbrella's Halloween special, right?
it was, yes. And so Silverhawks number 8,
Space Ghost
number 3.
Yeah.
Space Ghost number 3 just keeps on keeping on.
I think
There's
that's
no, we talked about this last week. Robbie sort of really kind of put this over last week, but it's 100% accurate. It's putting it over, but it's also being completely 100% honest. I don't think it's in rarefied air for Dynamite, and even if you look at a lot of what sort of gets published today, I don't know if a lot of it is better than Space Ghost. And I know that kind of sounds a little bit self-serving sitting here, but people recommend stuff to me. I check it out. Some of it's good. Some of it's very good. Some people recommend stuff to me, and I think they mean well. Like if Robbie recommends a book to me, I'm pretty sure it's a solid rec. Other friends are like, you've got to read this. No. Did I really need to read this, man? And the answer is no, probably not. Vampirates again? No, come on, please stop.
All right, so then we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set, as we always do. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher, and as always, we have it for $5. And then the DF mystery box. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed, and best deal we've ever had. We have it for $85. And if we don't have slabs, because we did this for Marcus, and I think we did it for Alberto, if we don't have the slabs, we can replace those with metals. Okay, if there is some theme that you're looking for. All right.
Ooh, I just found a Fire and Ice trading card set.
Did you?
Yeah, really? On that shelf.
Yeah, that's Mariano. I can't touch anything on there than Mariano's put there.
I can. I'm not on the email chain.
You do whatever. I didn't witness the thing. I didn't see nothing. All right. So the sketch covers of the night, we have The Walking Dead Aftermath number 192 with Michonne. Cover sketch by Carl C.K. Kent. Suggested retail for $149.99, and we've got it for $65.
We've got some really good covers from him.
Yeah, he's getting really good.
Really.
All right. So then we have Spider-Man homage cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. I think this is on the book. Not sure.
I
Suggested
told
retail
Mariano that
$100.
this is the album cover from the Spider-Man album from the 70s, and I think he was shocked that I remembered that existed.
Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have it for $65.
I see a big bounce back in vintage Spider-Man type stuff. I see Kickstarter, every time I open the Kickstarter app, they're collecting like the Romita cartoon strips from the 70s and stuff like that.
I remember those.
I think to a certain extent, all this sort of Spider-Verse, Venom-verse, whatever verse or whatever, I think there's like a little bit of like a nostalgia bounce back. I think people are sort of looking for
and you got the new movie coming out next year, right? You got like they're filming the next movie right now. Whenever we know that there's a new product coming up for a property, you'll see a little bit of movement on the back issues, especially.
Yeah. We've talked about that on the show too.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want to pick something up, do it before somebody announces the project.
All right. So next up, we have Star Wars Vader Down, number 1 with Darth Vader cover sketch by John Pleak.
Wow, that is nice.
MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I really like this one. This is super sharp. It's kind of like taking that Mike Mignola, Frank Miller, Sin City philosophy and applying it to Darth Vader, and it works, man, because Darth Vader's got that iconic silhouette where you just need very few white spots, and the negative space tells the story.
All right. So then we have Deadpool number 1 with Deadpool cover sketch by Silverback. MSRP for $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
This is super sharp. This is Spilio's buddy, right?
Wow.
Does great.
Yeah, that's
great.
right. That's right. He's does good work. That's for sure. All right, then we have Deceased Dead Planet #1 with Batman versus Zombie Bat Family cover sketch by Tracy Medina. I like this one.
I like this a lot. I like everything about this cover. I think Tracy might have posted on Threads or Instagram when she was working on this a while back.
Cool.
Because, she does the thing where she, is drawing and recording it, very cool.
All right, suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. And this one's neat, also very sharp. Reminds me a little bit of Ken Hazer. Mega Man #1 with Mega Man cover sketch by Will Torres. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
This is dope. You don't see a lot of Mega Man original artwork, especially on this show.
No, we
Mega
really
Man
don't.
fans. Like, if you want, we can talk about the success of Mario and Zelda and other game franchises, but man, Mega Man is ridiculous. At my shop, every time there's a new Mega Man book, I always under order, and I always try to over order on the next one. It's just like Sonic the Hedgehog, man. There is a rabid fan base for Mega Man. They would love something like this. If you got a Mega Man fan, don't forget Christmas is less than 3 months away, y'all.
I was just going to say, this is that time of year. Robbie generally remembers this, remembers to mention this. We're, if Halloween is closed, Christmas is closed.
Yeah,
in terms of ordering, buying, and stuff like that. Somebody out there knows a Mega Man or is a Mega Man fan.
All right, so
That's
Robert.
You know what? Ed Weird is going to start getting. I've given him a little bit of a break as he recovers, but pretty soon Ed Weird is going to start getting my memes about Mariah being defrosted.
He's not here now. I know that.
Well, I mean, he's sort of on the mend, so
So hope he's doing all right. If he is watching and just kind of doing it undercover, hope you're doing all right, bud. All right. So is Robert still with us?
We're getting ready to take Rudolph out of its
nothing
argon
to-
case,
Oh,
vent the
no.
gases and
I don't-
stuff.
Where is he?
Lube the springs. It's starting to. He's starting to do his
I
stretches for
think
his
he
neck.
may
and stuff like
finally
that.
be gone. I don't see him.
I know where he is.
All right. So Robert,
See,
are
you're
you still-
actually
all right,
working?
here we go. Here are the medals. All right. So I'm making all medals tonight. $50.
Oh, wow.
All right. Doing
See,
it
that's
again.
the problem. You're here actually working. I'm here just wandering around and looking at
Yes, I know
closets
that.
and stuff.
Just checking in. How's everybody?
Hey, Amy.
Oh, I like the shirt. That's fine.
Thank you. Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Amy.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Making sure, things are running smoothly. People are filling out their forms. Did you tell them that?
No.
Okay.
Jay did, though. Jay did. Jay
I
covered
just felt
it.
like I had to come in and say it because people didn't do it on Friday for the art show, and I was disappointed in them. So
Uh-oh. In trouble now.
have to do the daily reminder.
I did speak to the publisher, however, about his Friday show on Halloween. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's going to be, if he does it, that's going to be Nick or Tree.
For the record, if he does have a show, I won't be there.
You heard it here first.
So that's
Breaking news.
Your treat and his trick. You're on your own.
Why not? It's just I'm never here late on Halloween. You guys know that.
I don't. Honestly,
Not really.
only
I can't be trapped in here on my night.
And
That's what I
don't
was
worry,
gonna
Amy.
say.
They can't force you to work on a religious holiday.
holiday.
All right. So, Robert, here are the medals. All $50 tonight.
The Coven
All
Matron will send Nick a letter.
So,
Gets you
first
out
up, we
by
got-
3 o'clock.
That's it.
Yeah. Who's going to open the show?
I don't know. He'll have to figure it out, or maybe somebody else will open it. I don't know, but I
Ooh,
do an early shift Halloween, so I'm not
you
here late.
should do it in costume as the Flash.
It's not happening.
Oh, can't we just put the standee over here then?
I was just going to say, maybe we could use the standing and just do it from home. Hi, now I'm selling. He just looks around his house, pulls art off the wall.
How do you get the art to stay on the standee? Is the question.
Oh, you know what? That's right.
All right, so first up, we got Vampirella Strikes #1, premium metal version cover by Lucio Perillo.
Did you also remind everyone about the Humble Bundle that's still going on?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Do you want to get in here and do that, and I'll step out because apparently none of the good information is reaching people. Here, why don't you sit down and tell everybody what they need to know, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Jay's got it up right now. The
Please
link.
take a seat.
I mean, this is something I know Nick would want us to bring up, but the Boys versus Everybody Humble Bundle is live right now. It's like a week left, and it's a collection of all the Boys and a collection of other Dynamite titles, whether it's Evil Ernie, Sacred Six, Vampirella, and Humble Bundle. You can choose big, small, big, medium, small, and it's all, and the proceeds are going to the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. So if you're a fan of the Boys, or just Dynamite in general, go check it out.
Check it out if you can. All right, cool. So that ends when?
It's got like a week left.
Okay, got it.
Oh yes, and the Wizard of Oz pre-launch.
Yes.
Check out the page.
Yeah, definitely do. It helps us out as a company. So if you have time, check it out. If there's something you like, pledge, please. Cool.
Is that it? I don't know. I said forms.
It?
Please like the video if from wherever you're watching. Share.
All
right.
I
think that's it.
And
especially the forms.
Thank you, Jay. All right, so
I need to find the right thing to put that book on, so it can rest right behind Rex.
So we gotta go to our second break. Too bad. So hang out. We'll be right back.
Is it a little too early for your break?
No, it's 6:40.
Live from New York. What? Oh, sorry. Live from Cleveland? It's Friday night? It's Friday Night Live! With Nancy McCann. And Ricky. And sometimes Carlos. And featuring boxes and boxes of rare comics. Unique collectibles. Lots of smiles and conversations with new friends. Friday Night Live with Comics Unlimited. Friday night from 9 to 11 on The Experience. Boring old Tuesday. Kick it!
Hey, let's get to it.
Henri Copen scours collections and comic shops to bring you the biggest deals on beautiful comics.
I'm very eager to sell these books.
Plus, he smashes those other boring sale shows. Henri's got fire, excitement, personality, key books, FOMO books.
60 FOMO books for you.
A cute dog. Weird accents.
69, bro.
A wheel of skid bark?
They do wheel spins at the end of every show.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll score huge bargains.
That is Haktua magic right there, all right?
Kicking it with Henri. Tuesday nights, part of The Experience.
Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
We are back. All right, so we are on Vampirella Strikes #1, premium metal virgin cover by Lucio Perillo. Suggested retail of 100, and we have it for 50. All right, then Vampirella Halloween special one shot premium metal virgin cover by Riley Brown. MSRP of 100, and we have it for 50. And then we have Vampirella Dracula Unholy #1 metal cover. Suggested retail of 100, and we have this one for 50. And then Unbreakable Red Sonja #5 premium metal cover, virgin cover by Lucho Perillo. Suggested retail of 100, and we have it for 50. All right, Robert, and these are the Elviras that we have in stock that you asked me about, you emailed me about. So first up, we have Elvira in Horrorland, premium metal virgin cover by Dave Acosta. This one I'm calling A. Yeah, there are. I think so, Marcus. MSRP of 100, and we have this one for 50. Then we have Elvira in Horrorland #1 virgin cover by Dave Acosta. I call this metal B. So kind of like A little bit different though, different angle.
Yeah, but still a psycho
homage. MSRP of 100, and we have this one for 50. And then this one has always been real popular. Elvira in Horrorland #1 premium metal photo cover. Have that for MSRP of 100, and we have that one for 50 as well. All right. And last one tonight, Vampirella Dracula Unholy #5 premium metal virgin cover by Adam Hughes. MSRP of 100, and we have this one for 50. So, Robert, what do you mean by C?
I think he wants Elvira cover C. You had 3 Elviras, right?
Photo
A, B, and
cover.
C?
Yeah, the photo cover.
I have a pretty good idea.
Let's see. All right, gotcha, Robert.
These are some really great metal covers. That Vampirella is super hot, yo.
All right. So let's do a quick Rex cap for anyone joining us late.
Cover for Vampirella.
Yeah. All right. So the giveaway of the night is Teen Titans #20, signed by Bernard Chang.
Look at what I found here. Something near and dear to Robbie's heart.
What's that?
Mark Spears covers.
Oh, that guy again.
I find the neatest stuff in my friend's office. It's the best.
You do. All right. Then we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles. $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we have for $5.
Horror fans of my generation know they got like a brainurism because like a horror fan brainurism because up on Instagram, Barbara Compton threw up her Elvira cosplay. And it was very much like that needle off the record sound. Like I'm looking at it and my eyes are having trouble processing that it's Elvira, but it's Barbara Compton. And the comments, I almost think she did it for the comments. The comment section was like the best ever.
All right. Then we have the Dynamic Forces mystery box. Hey, Lorena.
Hey, Lorena.
2 CGC 9.8s, 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. Best deal we've ever had on the show.
Marcus, maybe it's like Batman, where Cassandra is the role and she's just Elvira, like the Batman and Bruce Wayne thing. You know what I mean?
So, Robert, maybe send me an email. Alberto wants the 2 Perillo medals and the Adams Hughes. Gotcha, Alberto.
Great pickup, Alberto, and happy 89th birthday today.
Oh my God, this poor guy, he's aging. It's like Captain America in reverse.
He's like the Curious Case of Benjamin Button, but reverse. Like it's just.
Those are nice pickups. Oh, were those medals headed to my to the car? We'll have to go get more.
Hold on. There was one more Perillo. Where is it? Gotcha, Alberto. All right. Cool. All right. So there we go. Where did I leave off? All right, so I do have multiples. I have 3 of each except for the Adam Hughes. I only had 1. Okay, so that one is gone. Alberto claimed it. The others, I have 3. So the ones that Alberto claimed and Robert claimed, I have 2 more of each. I'm pretty sure.
The zombie apocalypse, Alberto will run back inside and go, wait, I have something for this. And he'll come out with a suit made of metal comics.
All right.
I just want to live long enough for the zombie apocalypse to see that. And then I'm good.
All right. So the cover sketches. First up, we got The Walking Dead Aftermath number 192 with Michonne cover sketch by Carl C.K. Kent. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have it for $65. Then we have the Spider-Man homage cover sketch by Joe Del Vioto and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP for $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
From the era when Spider-Man had that awesome flashlight on his belt.
Bro, I miss that flashlight. Why don't they use that more often, man? Come on.
Oh, you know who? I remember the throwback for that because I really enjoyed it. You know who had a flashlight on his belt? The Superior Spider-Man. I love that one. I was like, that made sense.
Flashlight. All right.
He had like some kind of micro LED thing, and I was just like, it was on his belt, and I'm like, yeah, he does. That's.
You don't see enough of those gimmicky gadgets with definitely Spider-Man, but you don't even see it as much with Batman anymore, right? Not in the comic books, right? Like they're trying to get back into that. But yeah, the Spidey signal on his belt, the web shooters, of course, we see all the time. But the Spider Tracer. Yeah, the Spider
Tracer was the best thing.
I got an action figure they did in the 90s where he shoots out a Spider Tracer. Like that was so cool when I was a kid, man.
Yeah, the Bat Shark repellent, man. That's exactly how Batman 66 shuts down King Shark. You're done.
Yeah, and it works, man. And it works for Batman because, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb or a shark.
Oh, my God.
All right. So then we have Star Wars Vader Down, number 1 with Darth Vader cover sketch by John Pleak. MSRP for $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I'm going to be very disappointed if we get through this whole show and no one picks this up. So shame on y'all for right now.
Nobody picks this up. I'm going to assume there's some Star Wars fans watching the show because
I think there are less Star Wars fans than there used to be. However, there's still a lot of Vader fans, right?
You know what? This is what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to lower the price of all sketch covers to $50 as well.
Oh, man. Alberto, you're right. Superior Spider-Man did have a better mask.
No, you know what? Stop. I'm going to lower it to $45.
Oh!
Ba-doom. Bang, man. Come on. $45 for sketch covers? We better see some of this pop off, man.
I was going to say for $45.
This might be Rex's last show, y'all.
Tap the mic and make sure it's working. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, they can hear you talking.
I'm sure Jay has me muted from at least a year now.
All right, so then we have Deadpool number 1 with Deadpool cover sketch. Yeah, sure, Alberto. Why not? I'm feeling kind of crazy tonight. All right, so you want the Vader. Gotcha, Alberto.
Alberto, that was a super good point, though. The Superior Spider-Man's mask had all kinds of cool stuff in the goggles. I literally think they did that panel with the belt just as a callback to when Spider-Man had that searchlight was like one of his biggest things or whatever.
Well, one of my favorite things about Superior Spider-Man was that Dan Slott, the writer, was definitely making the point that Otto was the Superior Spider-Man.
Yes.
And when Peter came back, he's like, man, I'm in charge of a successful company. Like I'm a CEO, like crime's down. Like what?
Superior Iron Man. When are we getting the hard light suit back? I'm not sure exactly what Tony Stark is waiting for. That was much better armor than now. He's back to some kind of Centaurian clunky thing, and I'm like, oh no.
All right, so CJ, I'm doing okay, bud. Thanks for asking. All right, so because Alberto put in my head, if you buy 4 or more items tonight, you get free shipping. What the heck? All right. So then we have Deadpool number 1 with Deadpool cover sketch by Silverback. Suggested retail of $149.99. It was a 65. I lowered that to 45. All sketch covers tonight, 45. Then we have Deceased Dead Planet #1 with Batman versus Zombie Bat Family cover sketch by Tracy Medina. MSRP of $149.99, and we have it at 45. Then we have Mega Man #1 with a Mega Man cover sketch by Will Torres. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have that one at 45. All right. So then I have multiples of this one. Vampirella Strikes #1, Premium Metal Virgin cover by Lucho Perillo. MSRP of 100, and we have it at 50. Then Vampirella Halloween Special One Shot, Premium Metal Virgin cover by Riley Brown. Suggested retail of 100, and we have that for 50.
It's right there.
Vampirella Dracula Unholy #1, Premium Metal cover. Suggested retail of 100, and we have that one for 50.
That's great. We were talking about a bunch of different gadgets Alberto just mentioned. Remember when Spider-Man had like the little camera in his belt?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I mean, maybe by today's standards,
they were trying to make him into a Batman.
But there might have been a little bit of that, but I think it was just Spider-Man's popularity triggered, like a toy revolution in the 70s. So yeah, they needed the masks.
Ooh, Tracy, that's not quite what I meant, but because it's you, sure, I'll do it. Let me see.
You give her whatever she wants. I got Hourman recently.
I'll do it for Tracy. She does great work for us. All right. So then we have Unbreakable Red Sonja, #5. Premium Metal Virgin cover by Lucho Perillo. MSRP of 100, and we got that for 50. Elvira in Horrorland #1, Premium Metal Virgin cover by Dave Acosta. This one is cover A. I'm calling cover A. I don't know if it is. Suggested retail of 100, and we have this for 50.
Go find Dave on social media. Dave is sharing a lot of the Thundercats type stuff he's working on, which is very neat.
All right, then we have Elvira in Horrorland #1, Premium Metal Virgin cover by Dave Acosta, cover B. Suggested retail of 100, and we have that one for 50. Then Elvira in Horrorland #1, Premium Metal photo cover, and MSRP of 100, and we have that for 50. All right, so there we go. All right, now we have the back issue.
Oh, I'm glad you put this up here because that reminds me. I have not pestered the writer of this book for a while for something. I've been giving him peace and quiet.
Okay, you do what you got to do.
Well,
right.
no, I was so happy. I will do those. I was so
right.
happy with Savage Tales that I sort of gave it a break. But
and the price are on the back as well, and the ratio.
Just name your own price, right?
They're not all you, John.
Right? Ooh, there's shuttle action.
So, Robert, these are the 2 ratio comics we have for tonight. Let me know if you want them, or if anyone wants them.
Cold Slither is like a super, super, super deep cut, man.
All right. So you actually have to read that stuff because I don't have it on the list.
Oh, this is what, a 1 in 10 by Brett Schoonover?
Yeah.
And this is a 1 in 20. This one's a 1 in 25 by Steve Beach.
And the 110 is how much?
$10. And the Steve Beach one is $25.
All right. So let me know, Robert, or anyone who wants the ratios. Thank you, Vanna.
And for anybody that doesn't know, Cold Slither is the rock band that some of the Dreadnoks form. So that is a deep cut, as John was saying.
Are you just showing it off?
Just showing it off.
Deal on both. So 35. How about 30, Robert?
It's a pretty good deal.
easy with me.
So let me know, Robert.
He says sold.
All right. So John, can you hand me those?
So these are sold?
Yeah. Thank
you. Oof.
All right. Gotcha, Robert. You're
I'll
good.
just make sure this one stays with me for safekeeping.
I'm sure you will. All right. So now we have the back issues.
I understand things occasionally go missing in this office, so I'll
Robert
make
wants
sure
to.
that
Robert wants to see Elvira A again. There we go.
Sure. All right. So Elvira, let's see. Let's go back. All right. So if you would, Jay. All right. So Elvira in Heartland #1, Dave Acosta, Virgin Metal. This is cover A. And we have this for 50. And then cover B by Dave Acosta. And also 50. So let me know, Robert.
You know how you always
if you
say
purchase just one, you get the free shipping. Go ahead.
You know how you always say this above my pay grade?
Yeah.
I pestered one of the creators today for Elvira and Harley Quinn, and I received much the same comment of that's above my pay grade, and then humorously, you don't get it before I do anyway.
All right, so let me know, Robert, what you want to do. All right, let's see. Yeah, you already got that one, I'm pretty sure. So we are on, what are we on? I guess we're on, oh, yeah, Powerbomb. Thanks, Jay. So do a Powerbomb #2. Have this for 5.
Daniel Warren Johnson Gold. This was one of my favorite comics a couple years ago when it was releasing, and it's, in my opinion, one of the greatest comics about wrestling out there.
All right, then we have do a Powerbomb #6, and we have this one for 5.
And Daniel Warren Johnson only gets hotter as an artist each and every single year. Seriously, just look at his line at Heroes Con. A few years ago, I was able just to walk up and talk to him. Now you got to wait in a line. This dude is huge, and he's only going to get bigger.
All right, then we have Animosity #3, and I have this for $3. That's below cover price, I think. All right, then we have, let's see. Then we have Something is Killing the Children #9. It is we guess it's a 9.4, and I have this for 25. See, Alvaro?
I'm wondering
do you know that DC turned down this book? Do you think they feel ridiculously dumb over that?
I don't think they want to be associated with the title that says Something is Killing Children. You know what I mean?
I think that's exactly what it was. It might not. I mean, there are some times where
sometimes it's
Marvel
not,
and DC have turned down stuff for creative reasons, and
Robert Kirk, like the Vertigo book they did with Grant Morrison called "Kill Your Boyfriend."
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, I think I don't know if it was the title. I think it was because it was pitched for Vertigo, and they turned it down. And I think it's because they were winding down Vertigo at the time, and maybe not a lot of people realized it. But I bet they regret that. That's why they really went head over fist to make sure that Tynan brought Nice House on the Lake, Nice House by the Sea to them. And they're about to be making some New York Comic Con announcements on the new future of the new Vertigo. So I'm very, very excited to hear about that.
All right.
Are they bringing back Karen Berger?
Yeah, Kelly Berger, Karen Berger, or Shelley Bond, or we bust, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's. I understand. I honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. I think they'll try to. Once you it's very hard to recapture a vibe. Image fans still, like older Image fans, complaining that it's not like the way it was in whatever year. And I'm like, you do realize now that's like 15, 20, 25 years ago, right? I mean, people I think one of the things my generation is terrible at is keeping track of the passage of time. which might explain bad behavior from guys in
As
late
you
middle
get
age in
older,
bars.
that's what happens. So time gets away from me.
But I was like, some of the kind of things, the excitement of some book that never gets published. I'm like, that wasn't great. Yeah. Like, I understand the era had a lot of energy, but you would get excited for like ludicrous pinups, and they didn't show up, they didn't ship, whatever is whatever. I said, if I want to get excited for books that are never going to see the light of day, I'll go to Kickstarter for that.
All right, so Something is Killing Children, number 16.
Although I do think you're right, though, about Something is Killing the Children. That I could really see where some legal corporate guy in a suit is like,
we can't get that.
We can't do that. Like, maybe if you want to change the name of it, we can talk. But, although that won't stop them. Who bought the rights to this, to do the movie?
Netflix.
All right. So this is approximately a 9.4, and we have this one for 10.
This isn't Mike Flanagan doing this, though, is it? For Netflix?
No, they haven't even. It hasn't gotten close into production yet. So
okay.
Do you know how it goes, man? People snatch up comic book properties just so nobody else has them.
So someone else has them, and
Gotcha, Robert. All right. So Something is Killing the Children, number 13. It's a 9.0, and we have this one for 10.
I think a big part of bringing this to life is casting.
As with
what I mean? You've got to really kind of
Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch that show Lovecraft Country on HBO with Jonathan Majors?
Yes.
The white chick, the white blonde chick in it, who's like one of the main characters. Her is Erica Slaughter.
Oh yeah, okay.
They literally got the same eyes, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're not wrong.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's do it.
Once in Future, number 5. I have this one at cover price, $4.
This is another one. Once in Future is so good. So good. The basic idea is King Arthur gets resurrected in the modern age to maybe help everything and calm things down. Like, we need a hero, a legendary hero like King Arthur to come back. Turns out King Arthur is kind of like a zombie and not a good dude and kind of evil. So it's Dan Mora artwork, Tamara Bonvillain on the coloring, Karen Gillan writing it. This entire series was good. And I would be even more excited. Something is Killing the Children is cool. When that show eventually comes out, that's going to be cool. But Once in Future, to me, I think is better and something I would love to see more on the small screen in particular.
I'd love to see someone. This has a lot of deep British energy, right? I would love to see someone like BritBox decide, let me grab a property and try it. Someone that doesn't have any preconceived notions, somebody that doesn't have a room full of lawyers and accountants saying, this is success, this is failure. I'd love to see someone like a BritBox or whatever say, look, let's just see what we can do. Where it's more, like a lower end type of special effects, right? Because you're never going to get multi-zillion-dollar productions for the BBC or anything like that,
right?
But I think the story is so sort of wrapped up in their whole thing, right? I think that would be very cool. I think one of the problems with Lovecraft Country was the title led some people to a little bit of bait and switch. I had no problem with it. I love Lovecraft Country. My only complaint was that they stopped doing it. But I understand how some of like the short story bookstore nerds watched this and were disappointed.
Right.
I would love to see a Lovecraft series done,
Metal Elf, welcome, dude. All right, so then we have
TJ, you're right. I don't know if BritBox has any originals. Apparently, I think one of the murder shows my wife watches. She watches way more BritBox than I do, by the way. But one of the murder shows my wife watches, it always says like a BritBox original. I don't, it's always the same thing, man. Like a retired lady and she's solving crimes, and I don't know which of those it is, but I have seen it come up before on the.
All right. So then we have Batman number 89. It's a 9.4 to a 9.6. And we have that for 30.
I'll tell you what will be a possibility. I mean, they're looking at what Paramount Plus wants to buy Warner Brothers.
Really?
I think Warner Brothers wants to buy Paramount, or is it the other way around? I can't remember.
See, I think now that Larry Ellison took over Paramount Plus, I think they're sort of in the driver's seat, right? Because now it's Skydance Entertainment.
I mean, they really just want there to be like two companies that own all entertainment and licenses, right? That's pretty much what they want to get to, I think.
Well, yeah, for the longest time, comics was Marvel and DC, right? Now you fast forward like 50, 60 years later, and it'll be the Marvel and DC mentality for everything.
All right.
Which is good. Yes, you know what, TJ? You're right. I think that is Lucy Lawless. I mean, I always think of her as like Xena Warrior Princess, but you know, she's been in like a ton of other stuff since then.
All right. So then Jungle Action number 15. First appearance of Salamander Cruel. And we have this one, it's 7.0, and we have this one for 20.
I tell people this all the time. If you are a Black Panther fan, some of this stuff is absolutely like, go find it and get it. I don't know what the back issue prices are, especially if you don't need it to be in, you know, slabbed or whatever condition. These are good stories. I would love to see these collected in something, you know, like a trade or something. Because some of
they've been collected in the Epic collections for Black Panther and for the Essential collections. So if you can find them now Marvel's really bad at keeping stuff in print, because why would you want to have popular comic books kept in print so that anybody can buy them at any time? That's ridiculous. Why would you want to make money? But that being said, they have been in print, but they're probably out of print now.
I guess if you're a digital person, soulless. No, I'm just kidding. I guess if you're a digital person, soulless, you could probably get the stories that way, I would think. I mean, I get it. I get why people are collecting digitally. This weekend, I was talking to someone who sold their collection when they turned 60. And then 4 years later, they really missed reading comics. So the guy signed up with Marvel Unlimited, and he signed up with Comixology, and he signed up with something else. And, you know, he's got everything in his iPad, and he's reading.
Yeah, he's finally reading all those 60 years of comics he collected and never read, probably.
That's exactly what he said, man. Books that he skimmed, bagged and boarded, and put away. Now he's actually able to take his time. We were talking about a book called, and this is kind of like an 80s kind of deep cut, but it was a book called Strike Force Moratori. It's just a great book. And
that's the Wolfman Colon book, right?
Yes. And he would just buy it, bag it, and board it, and that would be it.
I'm thinking of Night Force. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Night Force.
Now I'll have to go look up and see who did that real quick. Actually, Jay does that really well.
All right.
Jay, find out who does.
I'm looking it up. It's Peter Gillis and Brent Anderson. Oh, the artist of Astro City. That's
Astro City.
All right, Preston. No problem, buddy.
And that's a great example.
Everything is okay, but
that's a great example of Robbie talking about how 1 year you can just go up to a creator and say hi and get a book signed, or, you know, give them, you know, and then the next year you can't. There was Kurt Busiek at this little jukebox production stand. And I guess the only thing that he was doing that year was Astro City. And then the next thing you know, like the next con you see him at, it's all roped off, and it's.
All right. Next up, we have Dino Riders number 1. It's a 9.0, and we have that one for 10.
Well, yeah, Preston, we're getting into the holidays. It's Christmas time and stuff, man. I think that, you know, once you get.
So it depends on if the government shuts down for any length of time.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Preston. Hopefully they don't. So, you know, but in this day and age, we really just don't know what's going to happen.
It seems like every year it's not 100% an election year, whether it's midterms or the regular terms, I guess, whatever you want to call it. There's always some shenanigans like this, man, and I hate that they mess with the government employees like this, because Huntsville has a lot of government employees.
That's what I was going to say. Is it like a big part of like the space program? Located?
Yeah, we got Marshall Space Flight Centers here. We got the Redstone Arsenal, and a lot of my customers work for the government. They're contractors or they're employed by the government, and it's terrible that this happens. And you know, they don't get paid when this stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
or whatever.
Congress shouldn't get paid when this happens. Okay,
there would never be a shutdown.
There
Although
would
to be
never
honest with
be
you,
a shutdown.
If you're in Congress,
Exactly.
your salary is probably like a tertiary income
Yeah,
stream
but
at
still,
best.
why isn't it Congress doesn't get paid? Why everyone else? You know, that's really the problem.
Because there is no.
So I think it was who was it? Buffett, who said, you want to balance the budget real quick. Every year, if the balance is not budget,
They're all up for election immediately.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
I saw that.
Brilliant idea. Never happened, but it's a brilliant idea. All right, so next up are ratios. Robert, if you're still there, ratios at a discount.
Triple B,
of
there are no
$5.
Dynamite books coming out.
They're
this week.
older
Sorry.
ratios, though. Yeah, there are no Dynamite books out.
I think that is literally like a Halloween type book. I think that's the end of the month that comes out. A Harley Quinn in Ohio.
Yeah,
right?
maybe. I don't know the exact date. All right, Death of the Venomverse, number 2, 110 ratio by Del Otto. And we have this at cover of $5.
Oh.
Transformers number 1, 110 ratio by Aracena. Got this for $5.
Eddie, hey Eddie, what's going on, bud?
Weird, bud. Hey, how you doing? And then Void Rivals number 1, cover C, 110 ratio by Scalera. And I've got that for $5. Then Void Rivals number 1, 125 ratio by Darbo. And I have that for $5.
Some crazy deals on incentives for issue 1s of the Energon universe.
And then last one is Amazing Spider-Man number 26, Bianchi variant. And I've got that for $5. All right. And bringing this back one more time, the Red Sonja Blind Comic Trading Pack. It will include 1 variant, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, 1 cosplay, 1 sketch or signed trading card per pack. Sketch cover exclusives, limited 25 out of the 500 that were made. Metal exclusives, limited to 10, only 500 made. But you know what I'm going to do? I will guarantee 1 sketch cover. You may get one in the pack, but I will guarantee you get one not in the pack if you purchase one tonight. And we've got it for $50 for the entire blind comic trading pack. All right. Oh, cool, Preston. I'm glad to hear that, bud.
Okay. I just love when people do that, like comment that their stuff is around.
All right. Cool. So I think the balance of them went out at the end of last week. If you were owed one, you claim one, you haven't received it yet. Pretty sure they all went out last week. Oh, excuse me. All right, so let's do a quick Rex cap. Cool, Triple B. Good to hear. So in case you're joining us a little bit late, the giveaway of the night is Teen Titans number 20, signed by Bernard Chang. All right. And then we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. So a $40 retail or higher. And as always, we got it for $5. Then we have the DF Mystery Box. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. And we have it for $85. All right, you want the Darbo, Robert? Got you. Find it, though. Robert. Gotcha, Robert. All right, so then the sketch covers. The Walking Dead Aftermath number 192 with Michonne cover sketch by Carl C.K. Kent. MSRP of $149.99, and we got it for $45. All sketch covers are $45 tonight. What?
Is that Vader Down still here?
No, someone got it.
Okay, Alberto. I was going to say.
Alberto picked that one up. All right, so then we have Spider-Man Homage cover sketch by Joe Del Beato.
I think the publisher's here, TJ. I could go and ask.
MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $45. Then we have Deadpool number 1 with Deadpool cover sketch by Silverback. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $45. Then Deceased Dead Planet number 1 with Batman versus the Zombie Bat Family cover sketch by Tracy Medina. MSRP of $149.99. And we have this one for $45.
I don't know if Tracy's still in the shop. This is a very cool book. This is a very cool cover. I like everything about this.
All right. Then Mega Man number 1 with Mega Man cover sketch by Will Torres.
Oh, is that leaving? Ed, hope you're feeling better, bud.
Yeah. See you, Ed. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $45. Then we have Vampire Strikes.
Yeah, Robbie brought up a good point. Christmas is creeping. I know Edward doesn't like to hear this, but Christmas is creeping up. And, I'm pretty sure that if a Mega Man fan opens this on Christmas Day, they're going to be pretty happy.
All right. This one is a Metal Virgin cover by Lucho Perillo. MSRP of $100, and we've got it for $50 tonight. All metal covers are $50. Hey, Christina.
Hey, Christina.
Vampire Halloween Special one-shot Metal Version cover by Riley Brown. MSRP of $100, and we have this one for $50.
There are many like this. This one, however, is mine.
Then Vampire Dracula Unholy number 1 premium metal cover. MSRP of $100, and we have this one for $50. Then Unbreakable Red Sonja number 5 premium metal virgin cover by Lucho Perillo. MSRP of $100, and we have this one for $50. Then Elvira in Horrorland number 1 premium metal virgin cover by Dave Acosta. This one I'm calling cover A. MSRP of $100, and we have this one for $50. Then Elvira in Horrorland number 1 metal virgin cover by Dave Acosta. I'm calling this one cover B, and we've got this one for $50. Then Elvira in Horrorland number 1 premium metal photo cover. MSRP of $100, and we have this one for $50. And then the back issues. Do a Powerbomb number 2, and we have that for $5. Do a Powerbomb number 6, and we have this one for $5. Cover price, people. Animosity number 3, and this one we have at 3, so lower than cover. Someone is Killing Children number 9. It's a 9.4, and we have this for $25. Someone is Killing Children number 16. It's a 9.4, and we have this for $10. And then Someone is Killing Children number 13. It's a 9.0, and we have this one for $10. Then we have Once and Future number 5. Have that for $4. Then Jungle Action number 15. First appearance of Salamander Cruel, and we have that for $20. Then we have Dino Riders number 1. It's a 9.0, and we have that for $10. Then Death of the Venomverse, number 2, 110 ratio by Delato. And we had that for 5.
Unknown ones called Dino Riders.
Okay, you got Unknown.
Nice.
All right. So then we have Transformers number 1, 110 ratio by Arsena. Have that for 5 at cover price, people. Void Rivals number 1, 110 ratio by Scalera. Have that for 5. Then I have 3 of each of these. And then Void Rivals number 1, 125 ratio by Darbo. Have that for 5. Then Amazing Spider-Man number 26, Bianchi variant. And then we have that for 5. And then I'm bringing back, I don't know how many times I'm going to bring this back, but we have Red Sonja Blind Comic Trading Pack. Includes 1 variant, 1 sign, 1 exclusive, 1 cosplay, 1 sketch or signed trading card per pack. Sketch covers exclusives are limited to 25 out of the 500 bags made. And the medals are limited to 10 in only the 500 packs made. But I'm guaranteeing you get a sketch cover no matter what. I have multiple doggos, Robert, if you want more. And the trading comic pack is $50. All right. So that's it. Let me see. And we have no new Dynamite books this week. But we do have, I will go over, if anybody wants me to, the book Dynamite books from last week. But, oh, you know what? We have to take our, you'll take another one, Robert? You got it, bud. Hold on. Here. Gotcha, Robert. All right, so we have to take our last and final break. We'll be right back. And then we have, I'll read the Dynamite books from last week, and then we probably have some time to talk about nothing, which is what we normally talk.
I was going to say.
All right, so hang out. We'll be right back.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really, 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 really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dozed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's going to be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
All right, we are back. All right, so the Dynamite books that came out last Wednesday. So there are no new Dynamite books for this week. We'll be back with new releases next week on Wednesday. All right, so here's what came out last Wednesday. Vaporella Halloween Horror #1, a Halloween one-shot. Cover A by Greg Land. Then we have cover B by Buzz. Cover C by Selena. Cover D is a cosplay variant. Cover E, the Greg Land foil at $9.99. Then cover F, the Greg Land foil virgin at $29.99. Then we have cover G, the Buzz foil variant. Then we have cover H, the Buzz foil virgin at $29.99. Then cover I, the Buzz Atlas variant. And we have that at $5.99. Then cover J, the 110 cosplay virgin. And we have that at $10. Then cover K, the 110 ratio Selena virgin. Have that at $10. Then cover L, the 115 ratio Buzz virgin. And we have that at $15. And then we've got cover M, the 115 ratio Greg Land virgin. And we have that at $15. Then cover N, the Buzz black and white variant. And we have that at $9.99. Then cover O, the 1.5 ratio Buzz black and white FOC bonus virgin. Have that for $5. Then we have cover P, the 1.5 ratio Selena FOC bonus foil virgin. Have that for $5. And then cover Q, the 1.7 Greg Land black and white FOC bonus. Have that for $7. Then cover R, the 1.7 line art FOC foil by Buzz. And we have that for $7. Then also out last Wednesday is Seahawks #8. Cover A's by Jay Lee. Cover B by Cat Staggs. Cover C by Alessandro Rinaldi.
Triple B's making a claim, Rex.
1P. Got Triple B. Let's see. Thank you, Jay. All right. Then we have cover D. Drew Moss. Then cover E by George Campodias. Then cover F, Marcus's favorite artist, Mannix. Then cover G, the 110 ratio David Cousins battle damage variant. Then we have cover H, the 110 ratio Jay Lee black and white version. Then cover I, the 115 David Cousins battle damage version.
Triple B's got another claim.
Redson, got you, Triple B. All right, so the 1 in 15, it's $15. Then cover J, the 115 ratio Mannix virgin. Had that for $15. Cover K, the Campodize virgin. Have that for 15. Then cover L, the 120 Drew Moss version. That for 20. Then cover M, the 120 ratio Alessandro Rinaldi version. Have that for 20. Then cover N, the 125 ratio Cat Staggs version. Have that for 25. Then cover O, the 125 J Lee version. Have that for 25. And then also out on Wednesday is the Space Ghost number 3, cover A by Francesco Mattina. Then we have cover B, the J Lee variant. Then cover C, the Michael Cho variant. And then cover D, the Bjorn Berens. Then cover F, the Mattina Virgin. And we have that for 50. Then cover G, the 110 ratio J Lee black and white. Have that for 10. Then we have cover H, the 110 ratio Bjorn Berens. Yes, for Virgin. Have that for 10.
It's a very cool cover.
Then cover I, the 115 J Lee black and white version. Have that for 15. Then cover J, the 115 Michael Cho version. Have that for 15. And then finally, cover K, the 120 J Lee version. And we have that for 20. And those are the books from last week. All right.
Not just the covers, but the story continues to just be. Robbie talked about this before, but Space Ghost just continues to be. You know, you wonder at some point, like, how long they're going to be able to keep the energy at this level. I was talking to someone this weekend who is just dialed into Mad Cave and picked up a bunch of sort of stuff that they're doing. Dick Tracy, whatever. I said, the stuff is great. You should. And people were shocked that I said it because it wasn't Dynamite. I'm like, I don't read just Dynamite comics. What I try to do is I try to find creators who I really like. And, you know, if they're working for Dynamite, that's awesome. That's like a double dip. But, you know, it's not like I'm not reading Speed Racer or something like that.
Tom Bishop.
I said the level of Space Ghost has been here the entire time. The level of Thundercats has been here the entire time. So, yeah, if you see these people on other projects, you know, there's a good chance that stuff is going to be good stuff.
Tom, you may have missed some from 2 weeks ago, I feel like. I'm not sure. Hey, Tom Bishop, email us. Easiest way, me and Amy.
Cosplay variant. I'm trying to think what was the last cosplay I had for. Was it Jackie Gaynor?
I feel like it was.
I feel like it was like Jackie Gaynor. Thomas, did you see the Jackie Gaynor Red Sonja cosplay cover? If not, that might have been the most recent one.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest.
And I think the most recent Vampirella ones we had were, I don't know if it's all technically like a three-way tie. We had an Ireland Reed cover. We had a Joni Brasas cover. And then, of course, we've got a Rachel Holland cover. Right.
We had Anamia recently, too, right?
Oh, you're right. We did get an Anamia cover, too. So
Marvel,
actually,
what's up?
She did a Red Sonja. She did the last Red Sonja one, I believe, was Anamia, I believe.
You're absolutely right.
Was that Sonja Reborn, maybe, I think?
Not sure.
That's one thing I'm bad at, and I should probably be better at as a Dynamite fan. Sometimes I get confused what appeared in which. Was it Sonja, Red Sonja Noir, Unbreakable Red Sonja? You know what I mean? Some of that stuff tends to blend together a little bit after.
Yeah, Tom, shoot us an email, and we'll check for you. All right. All right. So, Rob, the movie again is 3 of them.
3 of them. Slumber Party Massacre 1, 2, and 3 tonight on PCP Movie Night for Horror Fest. Very, very excited to talk about one of my favorite slasher franchises.
All right, so that's 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, there's the link. Thank you, Jay. Definitely check it out. Always a good time.
I
So
agree.
Still have one thing on my Dynamite wish list that we
What's
haven't
that?
gotten to.
what?
I want a Dynamite book called The Art of Cosplay. And I want like a band, like we had the Art of John Cassaday, the Art of Alex Ross or whatever. I want an Art of Cosplay. Like a slipcase
Talking
thing.
to the wrong guy.
No, I'm just saying in general, because I think some of those covers, I think cosplayers literally almost started as like an extension of car models or something like that, right? And now you kind of look into the whole cosplay community the last 10, 12 years, and they very much are creators. They're part of the creative process, the promotional process.
Thank you, Jay.
And I'd love to see a volume sort of, dedicated to them.
If you have a chance, check out the Boys versus Everyone Humble Bundle. The link's down there. What do you mean unknown?
Yeah, I don't quite get that. I mean, we did do Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, we did.
We've done a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids stuff.
If you're looking for something specific, best thing to do is email me and Amy. Unknown. So, Robbie, you're not coming to New York, I assume. You were just there, so
For New York Comic Con, no.
Yeah.
I will not be
He
there.
might be a guest of the Yankees, though. You never know, because he's probably the biggest fan that far south.
we're already trying. Well, there's actually further south. There's a big Yankee community in Tampa, actually, because
Yeah,
the
it makes
Yankees,
sense.
Yeah,
the
that makes
Yankees
sense.
play
It's 'cause
spring
it's
training.
Florida.
there.
Yeah.
I think there's more Yankees fans in Tampa than there are Rays fans.
That's a problem. That makes sense, but that's a problem.
Well, you have retirees down that way that used to live in the New York.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. With all the New
area.
York people who eventually go to Miami, and
Makes
that,
sense.
I'm assuming that's sort of
All East Coast teams have spring training down that way, so sort of makes sense to me, though.
But yeah, I'm already planning my next New York trip next year, probably towards spring. That way I can catch a Yankees game. Very, very excited. There's more food to eat. I didn't get a bagel when I was down there. So
what?
I know I didn't get a bagel.
If you come to New York, one of the things you should do. And the funny thing is, I'm not like the biggest fan of the city because it's like way too much for me. But you have to kind of get a bagel.
Yeah, you do.
The last couple of years I've gone up to
Must
New York.
be the water.
I
they
started
use, I hear is
getting
rumor.
the Jerusalem bagel, which is slightly different and it's huge. And the thing I love about it is essentially you have a bagel for all day.
Good point.
It's just like in your bag and you're just nibbling and nibbling and nibbling and it works out really well. Yeah, there's a couple things you want to kind of check out when you're.
So what did you have while you were there?
In Chinatown.
I went to Cat's Deli, had a pastrami sandwich. I went to Limelight, Cold Oven Pizzeria or something. So we got pizza there. Went to Grace Papaya to get hot dogs. We went to Uncle Lou's, I think is the name of the restaurant in Chinatown. It was highly recommended to us, and it was really, really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, Cat's Deli, Grace Papaya, got some pizza, got a donut. Did have a donut. We went to Shopkins, which is a very famous, like, kind of punk rock inspired, like breakfast and brunch type place that was right across the street from where we are. And
Very cool.
So we had some really good food. Some of the best food in my life, y'all. Best pastrami sandwich, best pizza, best hot dog, best donut I've ever had in my life. We're all in that one trip in New York. So I want to go back.
I don't blame you. Unknown, best thing to do is email me and Amy. I don't know. I can't answer that question off the top of my head. I'm not sure we can do it. Maybe. It's all the best I can tell you right now. All right. So best shoot me and Amy an email.
It would probably have to be like a garbage pail and like Mad Balls type
probably.
pack
You're
or something, right? Yeah, I mean, New York City is amazing food. There was a time where New York was the premier food city in America. Many people still
It's
consider
kind of changed, though.
It's changed a lot. And then you have other places.
Not because New York has come down, but every other town.
Everybody has come up. You look at a place like San Francisco and their restaurants. And
you look at this area. Just suburbs,
Well, Well, this is the other thing. The real estate, they call it a revolution, but the change in the real estate market has gotten to the point now where your food might have been at the level, James Beard nominee, whatever you want to call it, but the rent in Manhattan or Philadelphia or Boston is so high that these places are now like out in like Natick, Massachusetts, or
So like the Kibitz Room around here, a $14 pastrami sandwich or $18 pastrami sandwich would be like $25 in New York.
That's exactly right. Somebody just pointed out Katz's pastrami sandwiches are what, 25, 27, 28?
Yeah, it's like 27. Let me tell you something. It was $27, but it was 2 meals. So I give it credit for that. Plus they gave me samples.
Yeah, right.
They give you samples and stuff, right? So Katz is awesome. To answer CJ, I did not get the matzo ball soup. I wanted it. I got the potato salad instead. I was disappointed in the potato salad. But I'm from Alabama, and I have a very specific idea of what potato salad should be, I guess.
Yeah, I
don't know.
think that's very much like a north-south thing. I think in certain parts, especially in New York, I think you get more what they almost call like German potato salad.
Yes.
Which is more vinegar-based. And having been down to the South a few times, my congested heart is always delighted to see mayonnaise and egg in potato salad.
Yeah, this way, it was a mayonnaise based salad. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't work for me. But I should have got the matzo ball soup. I really, really wanted to.
Well, we have that here with
next
cheesesteaks.
I'll get a Reuben next time or something like that too. But I wanted to get the pastrami sandwich.
I'll tell you what's underrated at Katz.
That thing was like this tall, man. That thing was huge, dude.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
at least 6 inches thick, 7 inches thick. I'll tell you what's underrated at Katz, according to a friend of mine who works in the city. Their turkey.
Really?
They roast off their turkey there. This isn't like deli turkey or whatever.
Dude, all their meat is great. You know when they pull out the big slab of it and they're cutting it, and I'm just like, this is amazing. And now I know how to order at Katz. It was very confusing to me when I first got there. I was like, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Meanwhile, for Grace Papaya, I knew exactly what I was supposed to do because I've been obsessed with that place for like 20-something years. So, yeah, I was all down for it. And the pizza, and when I was eating a pizza with Chase Bluestone and my buddy Fable and Joe Corrales.
Where did you get the pizza from? St. John's?
It was a Limelight. It was like an old church that used to be a club. That now is
used
just a
to
pizza
be
place.
a punk club in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, that's what they were telling me.
Real rough and edgy.
So I made the joke. I was like, so why is the pizza so good? Is it the water? And seriously, I was just trying to make a joke, but all 3 of the New Yorkers that were there at the table were like, yes, it is water. They were like so proud of the filtration system in New York, which makes sense. It's got to be one of the best water filtration systems in the country to make it safe, right? But like they were going on and on about it, but it wasn't even just the bread, right? Which that's what they're saying. The New York water is so pure because of the filtration and it makes the bread so good. That's why the bagels are great. That's why the pizza's good. It was something about the sauce, man. It was something about the sauce. And down here in Alabama, people think pizza is all supposed to be like meat and cheese. And the sauce and just a little bit of cheese just made the biggest of a difference.
Yeah, that's
TJ, Pat is for tourists. I'm just telling you.
Say that. I know Frankie Oliveri.
I went to high school with Frankie
Did you?
Oliveri. Yes.
How would Frankie appreciate you trashing his place?
I'm not trashing his
place. On a show watched by tens of people?
It's for tourists now. I'm not saying the quality of food is bad, but the size of cheesesteaks have shrunk. I just feel like it's where people go.
Pat's is like the entry level. When you come to Philadelphia, you go to Pat's or Gino's.
Right.
And then you sort of get down what you like, what you don't like, and then you start to spread out. And then you start to hit.
I mean, he had a lot to do with bringing notoriety to the cheesesteak.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I tell everyone right now, one stop in Philadelphia, one cheesesteak, that's Angelo's. That just.
I thought you said you knew Frankie.
What?
I thought you said you knew Frankie.
I do, Frankie, but I do know Frankie. I've known him for a long time. He actually came on my radio show a few times, along with Tony Luke and Gino Vento.
Yeah.
And Steve Alescu from Steve's Princess Steaks, which I love Steve's Princess Steaks, by the way. But if on one day, let's just say Robbie is in Philadelphia for one day, he's doing, Comic-Con, HorrorCon, I don't care, whatever he's doing. He's in there for a day, right? And if he texted me and said, bro, where do I eat for a cheesesteak? I would tell him to go to Angelo's. Even if he's got to sit on somebody's steps to eat it because it's a takeout spot, that's probably the best in Philadelphia. That's the best you're going to get. If you want something at that level, you either have to go outside the city into like Delaware County,
right,
or you have to cross the bridge and come into South Jersey, and you get something like I had this weekend at Goldberger's. James Beard nominated chef making cheesesteaks.
Right. So John's roast pork, yeah, the roast pork is pretty good here.
John's roast pork, yeah, it's very hard. I've had roast pork that's as good made at other places by people who worked at John's.
So let me ask you,
but it's never better.
What do you think of donkeys?
I love donkeys. There's this thing of it's a cheesesteak, it's not a cheesesteak.
Yeah, so
look, man,
Donkeys is a local place here in South Jersey.
It's like a dive bar that sells their version.
They make their cheesesteak a little bit different. Instead of a roll, they put it on a
bun. They put it on like a poppy seed bun.
So,
and that's because back in the day, there was a lady across the street that had a bakery and made those buns. She didn't make long rolls because she didn't have the right oven for it.
So it's a controversy here locally. People argue that's not a cheesesteak.
A South Jersey experience is you go into Camden, you park, somebody watches your car, you go in and you have a beer and a cheesesteak at 8:30 in the morning. That's kind of a singular experience in South Jersey. I don't know if you're going to get that vibe somewhere else.
They have a location in Medford.
They have multiple locations. They have one in Mount Holly. They have one in Medford. There's going to be one. This is sort of a little bit of a spoiler alert, but there'll be one in Atlantic City next year. At the Trop.
Right.
And there's going to be a donkey stand at the Xfinity Center.
Yeah.
Everybody
food there. It's like Manco Pizza I had there. It wasn't Manco's Pizza.
No, it's not. I get it.
So
You're making
I get it too, but I won't.
Imagine
order
if
that
Robbie
stuff.
licensed PCP, right? And all of a sudden I did PCP hot dog night. It's not really PCP. It's me paying Robbie to use the name, and then I'm just talking about hot dogs. Is it entertaining? Yeah, it might be a fun watch or listen, but
it's your brand name run by Airmark. That's pretty much
Tony
what it
Bourdain
is.
loved donkeys. He loved their originality. He loved the fact that they weren't in Philadelphia. He always loves finding the off the beaten track place.
Right.
Like if you go to a famous place in New York or a famous place in Los Angeles and you get amazing food, you're supposed to. You're paying a huge amount of money. You go to like a Bobby Flay spot in New York. You go to restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Manhattan. It's probably $450 a couple.
Jeez.
You should be wowed. You should need to be carried out of there because your eyes are glazed over. Because it's Gordon Ramsay and you drop $550 with a tip. If you get a meal that makes you do that, in a spot off the boardwalk in Atlantic City or a bakery in Mount Laurel blows your mind, that's something that you should really be like, wow.
All right, let's do the drawing for the giveaway. It is Teen Titans number 20, signed by Bernard Chang. All right, Jay, let's spin the wheel. Go for it, man.
Good luck, everybody.
Easy. Congrats, bro.
Oh, very cool. Congratulations.
All right, so I will be off tomorrow. I have to deal with some personal business. So if you email me, you probably won't get a response until Wednesday. Other than that, I will be back on Wednesday for the 1 hour show all by my lonesome. Thank you, John. As always, thank you, Robbie, as always.
Thank you, Jay.
Check
you,
out
Robbie.
PCP tonight at 9
Great
p.m.
seeing
Eastern.
everybody tonight. Oh, yeah, Jay, Best Coast Comics.
Jay, what do we have coming up tonight?
As always, watch PCP movie night. I'm going to catch as much as I can before
Slumber Party Massacre.
11 Eastern, 10 Central. Best Coast Comics is back. They're going to be talking about some weird Fortnite controversy with the Peacemaker skin and Distillery joining Neon Ichiban. So,
all right. So, as always, appreciate you guys. Thank you and peace. I'll see you Wednesday.
Have a great night, everybody.